gamers and fellow commanders. This is of course Uncle Fester 382 and this is the beginning of my walkthrough of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, and this is on the Xbox One. Before we begin, I'd like to give a special thanks to Eric Chu for adding an option on my poll on the Battlestar Galactica fan club yesterday. Fortunately I won and I won't be wearing the chicken outfit. I would also like to thank everyone for taking the time to vote in the poll, especially the 21 people for not voting for the chicken outfit. So thanks very much for that, everybody. Okay guys, first of all we're going to have a look at the main menu screen for this game. There's been a couple of additions to it since the game originally came out, mainly because of the 4 different expansions that have been brought into the game. Then we will have a look at the introduction and I'll shut up, yay. Then we'll get into starting to play. Okay folks, here's the main menu, and if you have a look in the top right hand corner you can see the 4 expansion packs, them being the reinforcement pack, the Broken Alliance, and the Basis, and the latest one which is Sin and Sacrifice. Now with each of these additions there's been either new stories or new ships or both. Okay folks, we're going to go ahead and start a new campaign, and let's get this started because I'm sure you don't want to hear my voice all night or all day or all afternoon. Okay, here's the new campaign menu. There's 3 options, one being Deadlock, which is the original story before they added all the extra bits. And then of course you've got Deadlock and the Broken Alliance, which is the extra missions they added after the original. So today, and for the purpose of this walkthrough, I think we're going to go with that one. Okay, I'm going to do this on Commander. Could go up to Admiral, but for the fluency of this we will go with that. We're also going to opt for the crew veteracy option, just for a bit of fun. And okay folks, what we'll do is we won't disable the tutorial. I'll play their missions. Don't need to, but I will, just so you guys can see what they look like. Okay then folks, I'm now going to shut up, yay, and allow you to listen to the introduction.
After Vergon buried their nukes, the leaders of the 12 colonies promised we would never see war of that scale again. Peace would reign in our lifetime, and the lifetimes of our children. They could not have predicted the Cylon Rebellion less than 30 years later. The worst conflict in colonial history, and we are at a stalemate. No foothold gained that isn't lost again within weeks. The Jupiter Project was supposed to be our ace in the hole, the largest, most powerful Battlestars ever created. Each of the 12 colonies were promised one, in return for signing the Articles of Colonization. The first, Galactica, was Caprica's crowning glory. It went missing 2 weeks after deployment. Athena, the 5th ship to be completed, belongs to Pycon. We were days away from delivering it when we heard the news. Pycon's capital cities were devastated by Cylon assault fleets. Among them, our own colonial fleet headquarters. There was no chance to intervene. Command of Colonial Fleet has fallen to Rear Admiral Kane. Our mobile shipyard, Daidalos, has become the ad hoc fleet headquarters. As Kane's XO aboard Daidalos, you have been promoted to Operations Commander of the entire Colonial Fleet. Kane intends immediate retaliation for the attack on Pycon. The War Room awaits your arrival, Commander.
Okay then folks, there we go. There is the initial introduction to the story. We're going to go ahead now and head to the War Room and look at loading up the first mission. Because we are in tutorial mode, there are a couple of things which the game will make you do. So obviously bear with me, I'm used to being a lot more advanced than this, so obviously I might do things a bit different.
Pycon's Battlestar is almost ready to deliver, but Sinan says it can't make an independent jump until the fuel lines have stabilized. Kane's orders are to jump Daidalos to Pycon with the Battlestar Athena attached ASAP. That means we have to clear the scouts here or risk telegraphing our movements to the entire Cylon fleet. I'll prep the deck crews for the jump while you deal with the toasters. Good hunting, Commander.
Okay then folks, so we're right at the start of the first Cylon War. We're going to go ahead and begin Chapter 1, Daidalos. This is, of course, one of the tutorial missions. They're just there to ease you slowly into the game. You tend to find, I think it's the first 4 missions are pretty much tutorial based, just trying to teach you different bits and pieces. So how to target, how to focus your fire, how to alter the ship's procedures, how to do repairs, all them kinds of things.
It's time to make our presence known in this war, Commander. I trust you won't need my instruction twice.
Nope.
Tell your ships to move full speed towards the enemy.
Straight up the gun.
Proceed when you're confident with your commands.
On it, Commander.
Our ships use fire control systems to automatically target and fire on any hostiles that move within range. Turrets will be less accurate the smaller or further away their target is. You can access a ship's fire control and check on its firing solutions for yourself.
On it, Commander.
Okay, the one thing they don't tell
Hostile
you
unit identified.
early on in this first mission is
Target
the
3-4 by
Manticore
9-9.
has forward and rear facing turrets only.
Sir,
It has got
we've
missile
a new
silos,
Daidalos
but
contact.
they'll explain that in a bit.
Daidalos IFF confirms the contact is a Cylon corvette. Scanning for further intelligence.
So whilst you're sending the Manticores in to attack, you've got to be mindful of
These
where
Cylon
they're moving.
corvettes won't hold up to sustained fire. Focus your turrets on one side to punch through their armor and destroy the hull. These ships also have long-range guided munitions, useful for softening a target before closing in for the kill.
There we go, so they're talking about the missiles now, so we'll send
Understood.
them in. Yeah, as I was saying, it's important to make
So say
sure
we
that
all.
the ship, you're anticipating where the enemy ships are going, so their direction.
Missiles incoming!
Whoops.
Incoming!
Very important as well, everybody, to
Commander,
make sure that when
your
you
ships
fire
don't
your
seem to be
missiles, they're
performing
not
as
going to
well as they
hit
should.
your other ship.
They may have system damage that's been overlooked.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay, as you can see, I'm doing my best to keep the front of my ships facing
Tell the
that one
engineering
enemy
crews
that I'm
aboard
going
those
for.
ships to hotfix what they can. I'll see to their comprehensive repair once you've finished with your engagement.
Optimizing firing solutions.
So as you can see, as I'm moving around the board, I'm trying to keep the front of the ship face towards
So say
that
we
enemy
all.
nemesis. Okay, here's another part of the tutorial showing you the tactical map. So it shows you a map of the whole battlefield and where all the enemies are.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will.
I don't tend to use the map.
Adjusting shot by
It is
0.15.
useful, but I don't
Fire.
tend to use it because I can see where the enemies are, because I'm attacking them. Okay, that's one taken out, so now we've got to swing the Manticores back round so the front guns
Understood.
are facing towards the other nemesis.
Understood.
And we're going to focus fire.
Solution updated. Target
Subsystem
acquisition
repairs are
maintained.
complete.
Okay, and I think we'll fire off another set of
Understood.
guided missiles. Right, let's see how that goes.
Missiles incoming!
Ah,
Target
there we go.
acquisition is screwed.
Better.
Give me manual controls now.
Understood.
Moving around a bit. Boom. 1-0.
All hostile contacts are down. We recorded a vid feed of the battle if the commander would like to replay the fleet's performance.
Okay, folks, that's the end of chapter 1. We're just going to go through and do the replay. I like to do this after every game because you get a cinematic video of the battle.
Target is 34 by 99.
It's important to note as well that that radio chatter in the background, that was an addition in Sin and Sacrifice, but because I've got the packing enabled on the
Optimizing
game,
firing
it plays through all the story missions, any skirmishes, anything like that. I don't think I've come across it yet
Set
where it
secondary
hasn't
battery.
been
Full
relevant.
attack mode. Fire at will. Adjusting shot by 0.15.
Great addition to the game.
Solution updated. Target acquisition maintained. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
Excellent. There we go, folks. Okay, we're going to head back to the war room now. There's one or two little more parts of the tutorial. It will prompt us to do. And then we're going to leave it there, I think, for chapter 1.
Congratulations, Commander. But we still have work to do.
Okay folks, the next mission will be chapter 2, Athena. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Happy gaming.